Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Now we've got a different resin to try today. UV resin. Now you might know UV resin even if you think you don't. If you have ever had your nails done with shellac or where they go under a light like this, if it ever goes under a light then that's UV resin. And I've been doing my own nails for years and years and years. Now, the lamp I've got is, it's not a JDiction one, it's any lamp will work with this if it's a UV lamp. Now, they've got three different ones out. They've got a UV resin. It says hard type. That just means it's going to go hard when you've put the light on it. There's a high viscosity one. Viscosity means how quickly it runs and how thick it is. So this one is a medium viscosity. It doesn't say on it, but it is. This one's a medium one. So it'll run a little faster and it'll level out a little flatter. The high viscosity one, this is thicker. So when I've got two molds that are the same, so when this one comes out, it'll be a little bit slower, a little bit thicker, and you'll be able to what's called dome it. You'll be able to have like a thicker top to it, where this one will level out quite flat. This one can stay in like a dome. It's good if you have a plastic sheet and you use the nozzle and try and make teardrops. If you'd make teardrops with this one, it'll just flatten out. But if you try it with this one, the high viscosity one, which is thicker, it should keep its shape a lot better. It's good for doing jewellery. It's good. You can use it in lots of things. This one will run into these little spaces better, where this one might need a little coaxing. Have been told the low viscosity is almost the same as this one. This is the standard UV resin. We're going to try both of them. Now, the first thing they tell you as well is to use either a clear or a almost opaque mold. Now, not everyone has those. These one's pink and one is grey. You can't see through them. So it might need a bit more curing time on it. You can use a UV torch if you're making little items. A UV torch will set this as well. You can use a UV light. You can sit it on the windowsill in the window if it's sunny. You can put it outside if it's sunny. And you can just leave it in the daylight. It'll take longer to set, but it will set. It's the UV rays from the sun, from the sky that sets this. And these lights just mimic that, but faster. So we're going to try this. I'm going to use the noisy little gloves that they gave me with it. You get a pair of gloves in the box. You get the instructions. You get the user manual in the box as well. Read through those as too. So both my molds are the same. So we could do a really good comparison. I'm going to use the same glitters. I've got a golden green, a glossy blue, and a symphony gold. Now the strange thing with this is symphony gold, but to me it looks white. But anyway, that's the three colours that we're going to put in. And I'll start with the blue, go to the sort of green and finish off in this symphony white. You're actually meant to take that off. I thought it was like one that you just twisted down, but I take it that would go harder if you did that. So I'll move these out of the way, and you can see that resin running out of this bottle just with a tiny little squeeze. And I'll do the same with the other one. I just want to use my pokey tool just to make sure I get into these little crevices. Now, UV resin is good for small projects, excellent for jewellery, small projects. We'll do the little one first. And we'll see, look how much slower that's running. Dripping out. Much thicker. I'll do this bigger one. Much, much thicker. I'm having to squeeze the bottle quite a bit more. As you can see. I don't know if the camera will pick that up. But it is much thicker. Into there. So I'll put my, turn it sideways. Move that out of the way. I'm going to do a minute just to see how it goes. 60 seconds. So I've ended up doing these for 5 minutes. Now it's not JDiction's stuff, it's the mould that I'm using. It does get warm. I've got some air bubbles. It's not squidgy anymore underneath. So I've got the light to go right through. The first thing is this one overflowed. As you can see, it overflowed here. This is the low viscosity one. So I've got a little too much in that mould. This is the high viscosity. This is the one that's thicker and domes better. You can see it's kind of raised up here. Oh, it's coming out of the mould already. And this one is quite sort of flat. So we'll take them out. What one? We did this one first. So we'll take them out and see. Make sure they're cool. Now, if they're a little bit, I want to take my gloves off because I don't think they're liquid anymore. I can have my lamp ready anyway to do the other side. So if you use this UV and you've got dark moulds like this, it'll take longer. So it's coming out quite easy. We'll take these little ones out. Let's see if they come out. Oh, look at that. Oh, little baby one. Pop that to the side. It's quite nice. It's not tacky, it's quite solid. Take that little one out. They're not sticky at all. Nope, they're not sticky. Look at that little one. These are tiny. Absolutely tiny. Pop that there. Now the bigger ones. Now I can put them all under the UV lamp again if I have to. I've given them some time to cool down. Now, I will say that the micro powder didn't work too well, but I think it's because of these moulds. If I couldn't, I need to try it in another one. So at least you know what not to do with it. Quite glassy looking though, look at that. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put my lamp over it on that side. They have set. I might need to put it over my mould as well, just so I can get all those little bits out and clean it. So they're completely set now. Now I've got a little air bubble here and I've got one in here. I think it's because I couldn't turn it and cure it from the other side. But I think I would be able to drop a little bit in there and then cure it. I'm going to just squidge some in that air pocket. In that air pocket. Let's see if we can fix this up. There we go. That one there. And we'll drop there. And then put our light on. So you can use that if you get air bubbles, just to fill in the bubbles. So there we go. That's all set and filled the hole. I didn't take the micro powder very well. Maybe it'd be better to mix through it. So we'll take the other one out. So we'll take these ones out. This is just their everyday UV resin, and this has got like a moderate, a sort of medium viscosity. It just runs like normal resin. Just pop that out. Oh, that one's pretty. And take the other little one out. It would be nice to make a big one and put these inside it. So that one's turned out all right. It's not sticky or tacky. Now we'll try the bigger ones. Now this one has set a lot better. That one's set a lot better. Now this one overflowed. Oops. This one overflowed. So I'm going to have to take all that excess off. It's quite a lot harder than with UV, with the normal resin. It's like when I do my nails. And that piece came out. So that's that one. And we'll do this one. Now these ones I've got air bubbles. It didn't get through. It didn't get right through to the bottom of the mould. So don't use these type of molds that you can't see through. It doesn't work very well with UV resin. Try stick to clear or a very opaque. The clearer they are, the better it will be for your UV resin. So thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, and if you click on the bell icon, YouTube will tell you when I put up another tutorial. So until the next time, happy crafting, and I'll see you all again soon. Goodbye.